Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we have a research slot available, and we're going to work immediately, I think, on Concentrated Industry 5. Now, to that end, we can work on some construction, and I want to work on some heresy here. So we will get some heresy queued up in all of these locations, and we're just going to get a bunch of heresy here, so this will be fine. And once we're done getting... Wait a second, you can build naval dockyards inland? No. Okay, good. I was a little confused there. But yeah, once we get all this heresy done, then we will queue up some military factories, which is much better, of course. But yeah, let's just get all of these coastal areas queued up with some heresy, because we're going to need the heresy eventually. Eventually. More specifically, it will be very useful for us as we are preparing to invade the New World. So that will be useful. I literally just said that. I mean, it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary. I want to get all of this heresy queued up, and then we will work on some military factories. But I also think that the heresy is top priority heresy, which is like Omega heresy. It's the best heresy. Excellent. Well, let's get this all done. Now keep in mind, we're not going to do anything with this other than build submarines, but we're going to build all the submarines. We're going to build a truly ludicrous number of submarines. And that will be great. We'll get some naval dockyards built in all of the locations. Or at least all of the coastal locations. There we go. We'll also grab Greenland, and can we grab Galapagos? No, we can't. What about any of these islands? Nope, those are all fully queued up. Have we missed anything? I don't believe we have, except we definitely have in North Africa. Okay. Now I think we're, well, maybe. Now I think we're good. No, we're not. We're absolutely not. What am I doing? We gotta grab these. And these. Is this a state? Yes, it is. Any others? Yeah, absolutely. There are some right up over here. This is when it doesn't help to be colorblind. Not helpful. These are apparently not coastal, which is a little odd. But I think we got all of them. Okay, so at this time, we're now going to prioritize all of these shipyards. And yeah, I know I tossed a military factory repair up there. It's close enough to a shipyard. Let's get all of those as top priority. Now, it's not going to take too long to blow through these shipyards, honestly. At least I didn't think it was going to. This is a rather large amount of shipyards, to be fair. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. And now, let's queue up the rest here with military factories. There we go. Glorious. How did I miss that? Apparently I misclicked it? I don't know. That was odd. I do wish you could just click and drag. That would be very convenient. I mean, this map mode is fairly convenient for building factories, don't get me wrong, but clicking and dragging would be even more convenient. Easy to make mistakes, I suppose, if you weren't trying to just queue up the max in every state. So maybe just a button to queue up the max military factories in every state. That wouldn't be the worst. Well, our civilian factories definitely have their work cut out for them. We only have to do this one more time, though, after this, with our next concentrated industry. So that will be good. Once we have this fully queued up, then I think we are pretty much done other than areas that we conquer. So that is excellent. Anywhere else Yes, over here. Anywhere else? I think that's it. Fantastic. Okay, let's proceed here. We have some construction queued up. How long will it take to create each of these? Oh, that's really not too bad. That's only about a month. It's about the same amount as everything else that you construct with a civilian factory, to be fair. Okay, how is our submarine upgrades going? I want those to be over. They're not. We've been unable to automatically repeat infiltrate Navy against Brazil. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. We should probably actually be upgrading things, now that I think about it. That might help. And let's see here. Yeah, let's continue working on decrypting Brazil. Fantastic. Okay, how's our naval supremacy going over here? Okay, it's down to 26% right now. 26.5%. But as we continue to ramp up our... First off, our repairs, or rather our refits. And then after that, as we continue to ramp up our production, it should be fine. Let's grab aviation effort. We haven't worked too much on our airplanes technologically, and that's something I would indeed like to go after, is working on that. There's an ongoing battle over here. Their screen is definitely doing its job. They're disengaging, and yeah, they're going to be fine. They're getting out of there. We did do some damage to them, so that is fine. That's our only goal, is to do some damage to them. We don't care if they sink 1,000,000 of our ships if we do 1% damage to one of their ships. Like, literally, we don't care. They cannot keep up with us in terms of production. It's simply not possible. So that is our goal. Of course, we're going to have the 1944 submarine hull in 54 days. Oh, and we have 90 political power. We should probably do something with that. Any more steel that we can develop? Yes, indeed. Excellent. We still have 67. So, I mean, we could... This would gain socialist... Okay, support for communism? Sure. We'll do socialist education in Ethiopian Netherlands, which is, of course, these lads up here. If I can get into default map... Nope, not airplanes. I keep clipping... Oh my. I keep clicking on that airbase. But yeah, they're currently democratic, and we'd like to change that if we can. We have some free dockyards? So we do. Okay. Our upgrades are nearly complete. That's wonderful. It's currently at 79 out of 91. I do want to make sure that this goes back up to 99. There we go. Excellent. I would like to create another new task force over here. And we're going to do that with... Actually, I don't want to transfer any submarines. I guess we'll transfer a single submarine. I don't want to transfer all submarines. Apparently that doesn't work. Maybe I have to have some selected? Maybe. At any rate, I would like to group all these up. No, I don't want to find anything. Fair enough. Sure, they sunk some ships. But hey, we did 10% damage to this one. Ooh, and we did quite a lot of damage to that group there. Yeah, that was worthwhile. 100% worthwhile. Excellent. I want to group all those in. I would also like to add in a... Oh, that's a very... This is a very temperamental system, the Navy system here. I'd like to add in another group of submarines. There we go. Excellent. So we're currently at 53% naval supremacy. So that technically means that we could begin our naval invasion over here. That is very interesting. Their screen is doing its job, to be fair. Passive defense on the agency just finished up. We should assign these divisions over here. And we have free dockyards, which means, of course, that we need to be building more generic submarines. We've actually got a lot of free dockyards. Fascinating. More generic submarines. More generic submarines. There we go. How many more dockyards are we going to be building? A lot. Okay, we should probably duplicate that line a few more times. I wish there was a quick way to duplicate the line. I mean, I suppose this isn't that difficult to do. 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Excellent. Unread naval battle results. Hey, we sunk a battleship. That's what we're looking to do, is just take little bits of attrition here and there until we have naval supremacy. That is the idea here. Okay, now I would like to select these lads and create a new task force. But apparently that's not a thing that we can do. So that's wonderful. We can have the current selection and create a new task force like that, perhaps? Well, now this is at 91 out of 19. Except it's not. Okay, this seems like it's really buggy. I don't know what's going on with it. The naval system in this game is kind of squirrely, honestly. They did manage to sink 4 of our battleships, but we're okay with it. Look at all that damage. We almost sunk that heavy ship. Wonderful. So our naval supremacy is currently at 85%, 73%. We're doing very well on that. Okay, it's dropping to 70. There's an ongoing battle here. It looks like these guys are going to get away. That's okay. Yeah, we can just continue outproducing them. I'm very comfortable with this. Enemy air superiority. Okay, that's fine. They probably have carriers or something. That is completely fine. We currently have 94 subs in this region alone. Do we want to attempt this? That's a question. The division is apparently still preparing. That's kind of interesting. I think we should give it a go. Let's see. He's set to aggressively execute it. We have naval supremacy right now. So let's see here. We can set some of these subs over here to come on down. Or actually, I think we're just completely fine. Subs are really bad at supporting naval invasion, I assume. Okay, let's get these other armies in the army group. Is this army not in this army group? It is not. Okay, let's get it in there. It's not supposed to be in there. Was there another army that I intended to put in that army group? Probably this one. Seeing as it hasn't made it very far. We'll bring it on down, and we'll slap it into this army group. And we'll select this... Hang on, that's 6 of 5. Yeah, these guys didn't get out of the army group. There we go. Excellent. So I want all of these guys to also prep for a naval invasion. But they don't seem to be too capable of that. Actually, we probably just want to pile them in here afterwards. Once we have a little bit more ground, perhaps. Okay. Our naval invasion is underway. We currently hold 78% naval supremacy. We're landing with roughly 1 million Marines, in theory. I mean, I see 10 here. And the other 14 are back here. So there's that. But in we come, in theory. In theory. We'll see if we actually manage to get anything done here. Electric torpedoes have just finished up. That's a nice passive boost for our subs. And homing torpedoes will be a nice passive boost as well. Let's grab submarine snorkels. I like killing boats, after all. There's a battle ongoing over here, but Brazil really can't keep this up. Okay, this is the question. How successful will this be? The answer? They appear to have given up. Without landing. Fine. That's pretty much to be expected, honestly. Now, I think we need to be a little bit more thorough with this invasion. So I would like to have, say, these guys prepare a naval invasion from here. And I'd like them to invade, perhaps, here. Like that. Now I'd like these guys to prepare a naval invasion from here. And I'd like them to invade here, which is their capital. Now I'd like these guys to prepare a naval invasion from here. And I'd like them to land here. And then these guys to prepare a naval invasion. And yeah, we don't have Marines for all these. But prepare a naval invasion, say, here. Excellent. They'll make their way there eventually, I'm sure. Eventually. I'm not sure when eventually is, if I'm honest. Okay. There we go. That's all good. They managed to sink 2 of our submarines, but we did no damage to them. That's not a good battle outcome, if I'm honest. We can, however, develop some iron ore mines, and we will do just that. Excellent. How are we doing on our iron anyway? We're doing remarkably well, actually. Absolutely remarkably well. Research finished on 1944 submarine hull. That's great. That is absolutely great. I guess we might as well grab modern ship torpedo launchers, even though I don't think that actually helps submarines. But it is in the submarine category, so there's that. Now, I do want to switch over these generic submarine hulls at this point, or rather the generic submarine variant. Yeah, I want to be running these guys, but I want to... See, that's mine laying tubes. I would rather have torpedo tubes 4 on this guy. Just tons of damage output and fast. There we go. So that is the 1944 submarine hull Mark 1, correct? Correct. Okay, sounds good. So we need to go through here and put all of these in. I wish there was a way to replace all. Yeah, I want to switch to the submarine hull. Well, let's go. That is definitely more resources. There's no doubt about that. These will be finishing up on 1 January 1942. So these will start entering service relatively soon. Wonderful. Okay, just a couple more of these to put in. There we go. And as I said, they will start entering service very, very soon. Now we are seeing that we're losing some tactical bombers over here. That's to be expected, honestly. We don't really care about that. There's an ongoing combat over here. We've managed to almost sink this battleship before its screen came in. Very nice. Oh, we did sink one battleship there. That is great. Very happy to see that. We may actually want to work on some of our aluminum. That might be something we start to run out of relatively soon. I mean, we need rubber more than anything, I suppose. Oh, we're nowhere near running out of aluminum. That's absolutely fine. Although, as we start working more on our Air Force, it might become a bit of an issue. This battle over here is going moderately well. Okay. That's fine. And we will go ahead and put these guys in over here. And honestly, I feel like we don't really need to be recruiting as much as we are. Let's just recruit an infantry division, a marine division, and an armored division. And we'll put in the marine division, like, over here. I think I did that wrong. We'll put in the marine division, like, over here. And the armored division, I'm actually going to move to be, like, over here. There we go. Excellent. Now we have far fewer troops in training. And in theory, I think our manpower might start going up, not counting reinforcement, I suppose. That's definitely something to consider, is the reinforcement. Okay. Oh, would you look at this? This one actually needs to be moved. Let's see here. What is this? We need to get into the Asian theater, even though this is nowhere near the Asian theater, technically speaking. We need to redo... I think it's this one's plan. This is the Army 25. No divisions are assigned to it. That's exciting. Is it you? It's probably this guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this army. We'll get rid of that. Yeah, none of these disappeared. So that's fine. The advanced computing machine, we'll deal with that in a moment. I do want to launch a naval invasion, and I want to launch it from this base, and we will launch it over to here instead. There we go. And then these guys are going to need to be assigned to it, although they currently, it seems, can't be. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now we do need to change our technology over here. We did just get advanced computing module. That's great. We should probably start working on our Air Force a little bit. Maybe start working down the fighter tree. That will be useful. We do have some decisions available. And we're lowest still on steel other than rubber, which we can't really work on. Okay. We may actually want to work on some other things instead then. Yeah, maybe. Or just save up our political power for a while. Yeah, there's naval combat ongoing. That's expected. Submarine Wolfpack is attacking us. Okay. Have fun with that. This order here also strays out of the necessary region. Noted. Hey, we sunk a battleship. We'll happily take that. Okay, this invasion order comes from... which of these guys? This one. Okay. We'll go ahead and delete that. And we will tell them to naval invasion from here. And I guess they'll need to naval invasion up to there. Okay. So we can see here that I'm not sure what this bar indicates. Maybe their effectiveness at a naval invasion? I don't know. But we can see that this bar is not entirely full. So there is that. This division here needs to be assigned, and we'll go ahead and do that. Excellent. Our naval supremacy here is now up to 74%. That seems to be holding pretty firm. So that is pretty great. We lost 4 subs here. These are 1936 subs. It's actually probably good that we lose those. We have free dockyards. I did not expect that. Okay. We're going to make more 1944 subs, I guess. 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Excellent. So we can see here that, or actually in here, we can see here that we have a fair number of dockyards still being made, but we are getting close to the end of those. So that is great. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, I might hit this button. There are no units assigned on this order. Uh-huh. Yeah, we should probably hold off on that if there's no units assigned to it. Let's just do that number. There's still no units assigned to this order, apparently. That is exciting stuff. And we don't seem to be able to assign units to the orders. But I think that's normal for these missions. At any rate, some of them anyway. At any rate, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.